So this week, our readings focused on the Stanislavski system and the Moscow Art Theater. Um, the time period was the late 1800s when acting was really very exaggerated, but kind of superficial from what I could read about it. When the actors were on stage, yes, they gave a performance. However, that performance did not exhibit or demonstrate the emotions that one would need to really be enveloped in the reality of that particular performance. So Stanislavski um, went on this quest because he was, I guess you could say, emotionally dry with acting and felt that there needed to be more, that the characters could be brought to life and the audience could be enveloped in that story's reality. But in order to do so, there needed to be a change in the style of acting altogether. So, him and another gentleman whose name I cannot pronounce, it was Vladimir Devchenko. Um, they created the Moscow Art Theater to really bring to life the ensemble theater, which took away from focusing on the stars of theaters past. So, one big thing I found interesting was that Stanislavski believed that it was the group as a whole that really brought the performance to reality and not the individual actor's portrayal of a specified character. So, um, one way that he actually accomplished this was by teaching a system that involved people's use of their own emotional memory. Um, in one of the articles, it says how when people are asked to perform a certain emotion on the spot and there is no emotional filler for it, it's really hard for people to deliver. So if someone was just asked to say cry or be angry, that portrayal would not be a realistic or more naturalistic response. So what Stanislavski's system did was teach the actors how to give a emotional response based on memory. So it was more about building up the surrounding emotions and atmosphere that would drive a person to respond in a more natural way. Um, Another thing that I found interesting in the, I think it was the second article by Breskov, was how he actually used the original actor Thespis as a character to kind of get his point across to the two actors about how if you want to give a more naturalistic performance, that there needs to be some sort of focus. And if you're focusing on what's going on the stage, then you're really delivering a world to your audience. And a huge part of people's failure to deliver is when they are focused on who's watching. So at one point, the Thespis character is like kind of showing them how in everyday life, when you have a natural response to something, you are focused on that object or that moment, and it really sets the stage for whatever natural response you would have.